Genshin Impact is a game full of lore. If you have been part of this journey for years, there's probably a lot you've already forgotten. A lot of details that might become important in the ongoing story. Or maybe you are new, or you don't play the game at all and you are curious about its world. Either way, welcome to my channel where we uncover the forgotten pieces of Genshin's story. Some of them are hidden in quests or books, or are even written into weapon descriptions. If that sounds like your kind of adventure, then stick with me and let's travel back to where our hearts truly belong. Welcome to Mondstadt. Hey travelers, today we are diving into the very first Mondstadt Archon quest. This is where Genshin Impact truly begins. After choosing our sibling and being separated from the other, we wake up by the shores of Mondstadt, and while we fish for food, we rescue our new talking GPS called Paimon. Before we move on, let's take a moment to look at the world of Teyvat. It's divided into 7 nations, each ruled by one of the 7 Archons, which are gods who wield and govern one of the 7 elements. These nations are Mondstadt, Durin, Inazuma, Sumeru, Fontaine, Dvalin, and Snezhnaya, with Snezhnaya still being locked in the game for now. Beyond the main nations we have Nordcry, a region that belongs to Snezhnaya that currently exists without the influence of any Archon. High above Teyvat floats Celestia, the realm of the gods ruled by the heavenly principles. Deep beneath the surface lie the ruins of the fallen kingdom Khaenri'ah, a land that was destroyed 500 years ago. And scattered across Teyvat are countless forgotten places, ancient structures and hidden ruins ready to be explored. But since our journey begins in Mondstadt, we will stay focused on that region for now. Exploring further, we spot a massive dragon called Stormterror and a mysterious bard by his side, but as soon as we spot them, they're gone again. On the road to Mondstadt we meet Amber. She's the outrider of the Knights of Favonius, which is an order of knights that protect Mondstadt. She's suspicious at first, but still friendly and helps us escort us to the city. But the moment we step through Mondstadt's gates, the dragon appears again, creating a massive storm. And of course, the newbie has to save the day. After helping defend the city, the cavalry captain Kaya greets us and brings us to meet Jean, the acting grandmaster of the Knights of Favonius, and Lisa, the librarian who is also a very talented witch. They explain that Stormterror once protected Mondstadt but has now gone rogue, corrupted by dark energy from the ley lines. And since the knights can't find a way to calm him, they ask for our help, in exchange for helping us locate our missing sibling. Lisa tells us that Stormterror's power sources are hidden in the abandoned temples of the Four Winds, and that our mission is to clear them. It's a tutorial. In the first temple, Amber reveals she doesn't know very much about Mondstadt's history, so we have to ask Lisa, who explains the concept of visions first. A vision is like an amulet that allows its wielder to channel the power of one of the 7 elements. They are granted by Celestia and the 7 Archons to people whose hearts burn with strong desires and determination. And these people have the potential to ascend to Celestia and become gods themselves. Lisa then recounts the legend of the Four Winds, which are the guardians of Mondstadt chosen by Barbatos. And there we have Dvalin, known as the Dragon of the East, Andreas, the Wolf of the North, the Falcon of the West, and the Lion of the South. In a future video, I will give you more information about the Four Winds and how they affect Mondstadt. Each of them protected the city in their own way, forming Mondstadt's shield of freedom and power. But Dvalin cannot channel his own strength, only that of the other 3. When corruption spread in his heart, no one could save him, and so Dvalin became Stormterror, and now the fate of Mondstadt rests in our hands. At the Temple of the Wolf, we assist Kaya and encounter our first Abyss Mage, hinting at a greater threat behind the dragon's corruption and teasing the introduction of Diluc, a former knight who we will meet later. After cleansing the temples, the storm above Mondstadt finally fades. And with that, Act 1 of the Mondstadt prologue concludes. The next chapter opens with Jean in a meeting with a Fatui diplomat who claims the Fatui want to help by putting an end to Stormterror. But Jean doesn't buy it. After he leaves, she explains the political landscape and name-drops 3 of the major nations, Liyue, Inazuma and Snezhnaya. Vesnaya, ruled by the Cryo Archon, is the Fatoui's homeland, who are known for their aggressive diplomacy. So at this point they are introduced as some kind of antagonist. Back at headquarters, we show Jean and Lisa a mysterious crystal that we obtained from the temples. When Lisa touches it, it reacts violently and hurts her due to her vision's energy. She concludes that the crystal contains elemental corruption. And since we don't have a vision, it doesn't reject us. And that's how we became the honorary Knight of Favonius. We soon encounter the bard we saw earlier. His name is Venti, and he sings to the wind with his lyre to connect with the dragon. He speaks in riddles and poetry, but it's obvious that he knows far more than he lets on. When we show him the crystal, its color has changed, purified by our touch. Venti realizes we can cleanse corruption and hints at a deeper bond between us, Dvalin, and the Anemo Archon. He wants to meet again at the stage of the hero of Mondstadt, where the full legend unfolds. Long ago, a lonely dragon wandered the world. Humans feared him, throwing stones, cursing his presence. He couldn't understand their hatred until one day he heard the holy lyre played by the Anemo Archon. The bard protected him, taught him to speak, and the dragon learned songs of the wind. He became one of the four winds, vowing to guard Mondstadt. But centuries later, during the cataclysm of Canria, an alchemist known as Gold created twisted life. Among them the dragon Durin, who attacked Mondstadt. The wind dragon fought Durin in a battle so fierce, his throat was torn open. Durin's remains still rest atop Dragonspine, while the Anemo Archon put Dvalin into a deep slumber to heal. But the lyre never sang for him again, and in that silence, bitterness took root. Back in the present, Venti confirms that the dragon's rage is caused by abyssal corruption. He believes the holy lyre can purify Dvalin's pain, but it's hidden in the cathedral of Mondstadt and the nuns refuse to lend it, so we have to steal it. Unfortunately, the Fatui were faster and snatched the lyre first. After a chaotic chase and a tavern escape thanks to Venti's tricks, we meet Giluk, the owner of the tavern and a former knight of Favonius. He is furious at the state of the knights, but he helps us retrieve the lyre and work alongside Jean to keep this mission secret from the Fatui. After purifying more of Dvalin's tears, we restore the lyre's power. Venti places it on a high cliff where the winds are pure, and finally Dvalin appears. But an abyss mage manipulates him while he shatters the lyre and fills his heart with more lies. And finally it's revealed that this guy, Venti, is the Anemo Archon Barbatos. Meanwhile, a cutaway shows our lost sibling standing atop a ruin surrounded by abyss mages who call them Your Highness. Whatever this even means, but that's how the second act ends, and we jump right into the next one. At Dawn Winery, Diluc shares intel about the Abyss Order. Paimon wants to know why Venti, as a god, even needs mortal help, but he says that each Archon governs their own domain, but he's long been absent, calling himself the weakest of the seven. We hunt Abyss mages whose magic severs the bond between Venti and Dvalin. Their defeat weakens the barrier around Stormterror's lair so we can enter. Inside, Venti explains that these ruins once belonged to an ancient city and hints at a long-forgotten tyrant who once ruled Mondstadt. But that's a topic for another video. Finally, we confront Dvalin and cleanse the corruption from his body. On his back, he carries us back to Mondstadt while he restores his bond with Venti. Back in the city, Jean reflects on recent events. Everyone's happy that peace has returned, at least for now. Amber and Kaya share rumors of new monster attacks, suspecting that the Abyss Order has united under a single leader. And who could that be? Later we meet Barbara. She is Jean's sister and the deaconess of the church. We want to return the repaired holy lyre, but Venti's repair was just illusion magic, so we quietly sneak out before she notices. Outside we run into La Senora, number 8 of the Fatui Harbingers. In a flash of ice she freezes Venti and rips the glowing noses from his chest. She leaves Mondstadt with it and Venti doesn't even fight back. Why? Maybe because she is a citizen of Mondstadt, or maybe he really was too weak, or maybe he doesn't even want it. There are no canon information about this part of the story. Later, while the statue of the hero, Venti explains a vision allows mortals to reach toward godhood, and a gnosis is the divine focus that connects archons to Celestia. The Fatui Harbingers act under the cryo-archon the Tsaritsa of Snesnaya, who long ago cut ties with the other gods after the cataclysm in Khaenri'ah. Venti advises us to travel to Lyria, where the rite of descension is about to begin. There we might find the next Archon and perhaps more answers about our lost sibling. But of course we're not heading to Lyria now. There are still so many characters we've only just met, and even more who didn't appear in the Archon Crest but play a huge role in Mondstadt's story. In the next videos we will take a closer look at how Mondstadt was built, its history, and the citizen who might not be exactly what they seem. And if you have missed any of the past events, we will uncover those too. So stay with me on this journey and I will see you in the next video.